Hi everyone, my name is Chris.
And I'm Jay.
Welcome to IELTS Daily, the best place for you to practice your IELTS every day. Today's video is super useful because we're giving you tips and ideas for the IELTS Writing Task 2. By the end of this video, I hope you will feel more confident in being able to answer a recent question. Ready to start?
Yes, I am.
Come along with us, let's go.
So in today's video, we are going to look at a question from part 2 of the IELTS writing exam. So that's the essay. Chris, we're going to look at a question that maybe, might be relevant to today. Because I know a lot of parents think about this quite often. And the question is related to education and children. You want to go ahead and read that off?
Sure. It's all children should be required to study at school until the age of 18. To what extent do you agree or disagree? The question is, all children should be required to study at school until the age of 18. To what extent do you agree or disagree? I suppose the first thing that we should do in this case is ask the viewers, ask you guys, in your country, when do children study until? When do they finish school? When do they finish school in your country?
Well, they have to, it's required that they finish high school. So 17, 18 years old.
Yeah. In my country, it used to be 16, but now it's 18. It's compulsory to study until the age of 18. But in some countries, children finish school earlier. They finish younger. So the question, what's the most important word for you here?
Required.
Yeah, so they should be required. It's whether they should or should not. And you have to look at both sides of this debate. If they should be required or should not be required. Let's think of some ideas now and have a brainstorming session for you guys. Why should children be required to study until 18?
Well, if you finish high school or if you finish going to school up until 18, you are considered to have a well-rounded education, and you might have the basic knowledge required in order to move into adulthood and start your adult life. I think that's the most important reason.
Yeah. I suppose the longer you spend studying, the more you learn.
Yeah.
So the more chance of having these skills that you need for university or for life. What about the other side? Why should children not be required?
Well, I suppose one major support for this is not all children are academics, and maybe your child might want to go into a trade, right?
What's a trade?
So a trade is where maybe you're a carpenter or an electrician or a builder. Yeah. And
these are good examples, by the way. Sorry to interrupt you. These are good examples of words that you can use to support. So carpenter, builder, electrician, plumber. These are all trades, and you could use those in your essay as examples. I know many students who are 15 or 16 and they're not interested in studying. They just want to go and work and earn money and do something that they enjoy.
In fact, here in Australia, I believe it's possible if you are in year 10 or 11 and you are leaning towards or you are interested in becoming a tradesman, you can. That's one of the few instances where you actually can leave high school and go study to be a tradesman.
Interesting. So on one side, staying at school, being required because they learn more, maybe their parents don't have the opportunity to look after them. Maybe having them in school is better for society because you don't have to worry about young people doing nothing.
Or getting into trouble,
Getting
possibly.
into trouble, yeah. On the other side, there are some children who just are not academic. They want to do something that they enjoy and they shouldn't be forced to do it. What's your opinion?
Well, as a teacher, I would say that I think it's important for a child to at least finish high school. I think finishing high school gives that student the best chance to be a successful adult and moving on into their adult life. And also at 18, I think you have a better grasp of reality, and you might be able to make better decisions about what you want to do. If you're 15 years old, maybe you're not really ready to decide, I want to be an electrician.
I think that's a great supporting reason that you could put in your essay. That's a great reason that you're not ready to decide. I'm not sure I agree with you. I think I would say maybe 15 or 16 is a better age for people to decide. Some students are not academic, some students want to go and work, so I would say that if there is a program that allows 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds to do something different, not academic, then that's a better choice for me. And I would say that in the test.
Yeah, we have an idiom. It's always difficult to stick a round peg into a square hole. What am I saying here, Chris?
You can't fit everybody. Everybody's not the same.
Yeah.
We can't impose the same rules on everybody. I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Did you enjoy it? Great. What about you?
Oh, it was a fantastic analysis.
Great. If you have any comments that you want to leave in the comment section below, we love to hear from you. Write down some of your ideas. You could maybe even write a practice answer for this particular question.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
Exactly. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you in the next session where we're going to be talking about a new topic.